The warning issued by the governor of Edo State, Monday Okpebholo, who over the weekend cautioned Peter Obi, the Labour Party's 2023 presidential candidate, against visiting the state without obtaining security clearance. The governor's statement made during a public event stems from Peter Obi's previous visit to Benin City on June 7th, where he donated 15 million naira to a nursing school. Okpebholo claimed that the visit coincided with the resurgence of violence in the state, which resulted in 3 deaths. He emphasized his role as a chief security officer of Edo State and stated that high-profile individuals, especially politically exposed persons, must notify him and seek security clearance before public engagements to ensure adequate security measures. Well, let's take a listen before we take some reactions.
The man will say no gashishi. I am sending a direct message to him. There is a new sheriff in town. He cannot come to Edo without telling me, because his security will never be guaranteed. Whatever happens to him when he's in Edo State, he will take it. I am serious about it. He came the other day and donated 15 million. Somebody will say no gashishi. Why get 15 million to donate to people? By the time he left, there was crisis. 3 people died in Benin. So for that reason, tell Obi he should not come to Edo without telling me.
The man where he say you know get shishi. I mean, that has been a conversation, long-drawn conversation about Peter Obi and his frugal nature, but obviously you know that he does a lot of donations and all, but that's not the subject of the day. But in the meantime, the warning has drawn widespread criticism from various groups, including Labour Party senators and human rights lawyers, who argue that it infringes upon Peter Obi's constitutional right to freedom of movement. However, the Edo State government has since clarified that the governor's statement was not a threat, but rather an emphasis on the need to follow security protocols, particularly in the current volatile security environment. Meanwhile, the APC chairman in Edo State, Jared Tenebe, has endorsed Governor Okpebholo's warning to Peter Obi to seek clearance before entering Edo State. During a press conference, Tenebe stated that the governor was right in saying that Peter Obi couldn't enter the state without permission from Governor Okpebholo because, according to him, there's deep-rooted hatred for Peter Obi in the state. Let's take a look.
The governor can say that because of the kind of hatred that people have for Peter Obi in the state, including me. And when you have people, so many of us that have some hatred for people like that, especially when they came to Edo State and people died, it is proper for him to tell the governor before he comes, so that people like us will be sent on air and out of Edo before he can come and possibly go. I'm sure that's the reason why the governor did that. That's why I think the governor made that statement, and it's correct. And we support him in whatever he's saying. So whatever anybody is saying, they're just saying rubbish.
Conflicting reports. Jared here is saying he supports the governor and that, you know, he is right. And, you know, a lot of people, including himself, deep hatred hates Peter Obi. I mean, have you heard anything like this? I'll just take a reaction. I had a flurry of reactions, but since we've been discussing this, I'll just take this one. Now, a fellow Nigerian is warning another Nigerian about visiting another part of Nigeria without security clearance. Now, as a Nigerian, you need security clearance to enter another part of Nigeria. We must put an end to this madness. Rufai, I'll take your comment before I take Senior Advocate of Nigeria's comment.
I mean, it's clear.
Yeah.
We should not, you see, it goes back to our leadership recruitment process. Look at the caliber of people that we have as leaders. Just look. People that can come out and say, oh, don't come to my state because of politics. Then the party chairman also came out, say he has deep-seated hatred.
That's what he said.
Party chairman of a political party. So when you look at the caliber of leaders in Nigeria, you know why Nigeria has not moved forward in all these years. And see, if we continue with this level of leaders, it will never be well with Nigeria. Because Nigeria is so blessed. But the problem is there's a way that people that are the 10th, 11 have a way of making it to the top. Where is discretion? Where is decorum? And the representative of the Edo State government that wrote a letter that said, oh, it's because of security, tried to placate the situation and said, you know, there's a thing about moral and spiritual inclination to giving, that when you give, you don't allow the world know. I dare him, I triple dare him to go and condemn President Tinubu's wife that has donated 1 billion that we have recognized and applauded here. I dare him to condemn her that
or warn her not to come into the session because she's high profile.
No, I'm not even saying about warning her. I'm sorry.
Okay, go ahead.
Not using TV that they're not born and went to one President Tinubu. It's Peter Obi, they do all of that too. But I dare him to condemn President Tinubu's wife that donated billions to people. That why did she announce it publicly? I dare him. I triple dare him. Right. You see, I'm not saying don't have partisan politics, but be sensible. Don't incite violence and hatred. For a man to come out to say he has deep-rooted hatred, you know what that means? So it's a reflective of his personality, but I'm not surprised. Is it not Jared? Jared that came here, they said they don't watch Arise TV, that people don't have money to subscribe in it. Is it not Jared?
All right.
Forget that one, Jared.
Meanwhile, Dr. Abatify comes to you. Human rights lawyer and senior advocate of Nigeria, Femi Falana, has called on Edo State Governor Monday Okpebholo to withdraw his alleged threats against Peter Obi and issue a public apology. Falana in a statement condemned Okpebholo's remarks, stating that the threat to the life of Mr. Peter Obi issued by the new sheriff in town in Edo State constitutes a violation of Section 33 of the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, 1999, as amended, and Article 4 of the African Charter on Human and People's Rights, which guarantees the fundamental right of every citizen to life. He emphasized that as the Chief Security Officer of the state, the governor's primary responsibility is the security and welfare of the people. Falana urged Okpebholo to withdraw the threat, apologize to Obi, and assure him of his safety in Edo State. He added that if the governor fails to do so, Peter Obi should file an application in the Federal High Court to enforce his fundamental right to life, especially given the prevalence of mob justice in the country. Falana is urging Peter Obi to sue Okpebholo at this moment.
Well, unfortunately, Governor Monday Okpebholo enjoys the right to immunity under Section 308 of the 1999 Constitution. Section 308 simply says that, you can sue governors, deputy governors, president, vice president in the course of their work so as not to, affect, the smooth operation of the state. However, Mr. Femi Falana is right, as Kenneth Okonkwo was also right in saying that what Governor Monday Okpebholo has said is illegal and unconstitutional. Kenneth Okonkwo, whom we interviewed earlier, added to it that it is irresponsible. If you look at it from the constitutional perspective, Section 33 that Mr. Falana, SAN, referred to, guarantees the right to life. You cannot threaten somebody's life. That in itself is a felony under Sections 33 and 47 of the Criminal Code, which is operative in the southern part of Nigeria. But against Section 308, protects the governor. But there are certain steps, of course, that Mr. Peter Obi can pursue, like reporting to the appropriate authorities that Governor Okpebholo is threatening his life, and should anything happen to him, Governor Okpebholo should be held responsible. Section 34 guarantees the right to the dignity of the human person. He's questioning the dignity of Mr. Peter Obi. He's more or less calling him a criminal and a murderer because he says because he came to Edo State, 3 persons died. Yeah. He will have to provide the proof that the death of those 3 persons can be linked to Mr. Peter Obi. Section 39 guarantees the freedom of the right of expression. Section 40 guarantees the freedom of assembly. Mr. Peter Obi can go to any part of Nigeria and associate with anybody. All of this is covered by Section 41 sub 1, which says that there is freedom of movement in Nigeria. Mr. Peter Obi can go anywhere, just as you and I can go anywhere in this country. In fact, Section 41 says if we choose, we can choose to reside there. In fact, Section 15 sub 3 and 4 says that, in fact, you can leave your part of the country and go and settle and marry in another part of Nigeria. If Mr. Peter Obi decides tomorrow to take a second wife, will Okpebholo say he cannot come and take an Edo woman? He does not have such powers. No. And he says it's a protocol matter and all that. We saw the video now.
Yes.
So why do people lie in the face of evidence? Yeah. And then again, protocol. He's not a protocol person. He has described himself as Chief Security Officer. As Chief Security Officer, as Mr. Femi Falana pointed out, he is supposed to ensure the security and welfare of everybody, not to isolate Edo State and say people that are politically against his own interests must not come there. Right. I agree with Mr. Femi Falana that he owes, to start with, that's the minimum, he owes Mr. Peter Obi an apology. Yeah. And he also owes the rest of us in Nigeria an apology. Yeah. And the people of Edo State an apology for putting his foot in his mouth. This is what we say when we argue that people who are going to be appointed to positions of high authority should have a certain minimum of enlightenment.
Unfortunately, Dr. Abati, do you know that his is it the WAEC results? His results were trending online, Dr. Abati, all weekend. And in the results, I mean, if it is accurate, he was like a D student. He had a lot of Ds and probably 1 C. But another thing that was also trending, Dr. Abati, the fact that Femi Falana had called him, what did he say? The new sheriff in town. If we can pull up our picture of the day. And that is of Governor Okpebholo wearing a sheriff hat. There you go. The new sheriff in town, Dr. Abati.
Well, when he took his oath of office, he swore to uphold the Constitution of Nigeria.
Correct.
Everything he has done or said, spoken threat with regard to Mr. Peter Obi, flies in the face of the oath of office that he took.
Right.
The more reason why he should apologize for embarrassing the people of Edo State.
Right.
We had predicted it that he will embarrass the people of Edo State. This is just an instance.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Bimba, before I come to you.
Did you listen to this? You know, reasons why I'm doing this video, because of some persons in APC in Edo who are supporting Okpebholo, that what he did was right, and he should do more. Because for you to have encouraged him to say what he did is right, was right, you are only encouraging him to do more later. It can only cause problem to himself and to people of Edo State, because this is what he said. That one is absolutely out of point. Now, why I'm saying this, listen to a lot of persons that try to defend him because they want to defend their paymasters. That is, it's not as if, like I always say, it's not as if these people do not know the truth. But you don't expect them to clap hands. I mean, to shame their governor that he did. Why did you do that? Over the camera, I know definitely some of the sensible ones over the camera, they are going to caution him over the camera. But for the camera's sake, if you can do that off the camera, you should come on camera to be polite and just be polite and kind of like feel bad for what your governor did, not for you to come and defend him to say he did something, he did very well. No, that's out of it. Now, what am I saying? This is Dr. Abati. Dr. Abati is a son, right? He's a PhD holder. You don't know better than him. For those people defending Okpebholo statement, so this is a criminal offense, right? So Abati is a doctor, is a PhD holder, plus other professional certifications. He is a son. I mean, he is a barrister as well. That is it. So he's telling you now the governor, what he did is out of it. Now, secondly, Femi Falana, son, senior advocate of Nigeria, he's a son. That he's telling you now, discrediting what this Okpebholo said. That no, that was not, never you said that. Never. You cannot threaten another person. This one is a son who knows very good. He knows laws. You don't know better than him. Right? I'm not saying he's a son, he knows everything. But in our constitutions, you don't have any right to do so. Now they say he must apologize. That's why I'm saying you are not. I always say you are not a politician. Not because you have a friend who is a politician under APC, because he's your friend. You are not a politician. You decided to support them. You are only foolishing yourself. That's my own. You are only foolishing yourself by supporting people doing the wrong thing. Then that's fine. Then NBA, Nigerian Bar Association, they also issue a statement discrediting what Okpebholo said, that he's overstepping his authority as a governor. They discredit. They isn't asking to apologize and never to do that again, never to say that to anybody again. So, do you know more than these people? This we're talking about the law aspect now, right? Did you know more than them? For you to support him, to say what he did, it was right. To say because if you want to come to Edo, say you should inform him, you should call him for what? Was he coming to a rally? This was not a rally period. They are not campaigning. This is not a rally. This is not rally. So people should stop this idea of supporting people doing bad. The country can never move forward like this. You can only display your level of ignorance. People will know you for who you are. We must learn how to speak truth to power, how to be truthful. It doesn't matter where you come from. That is the problem we are having. It doesn't matter where your candidate, it doesn't matter who you are supporting. You should be able to caution your candidate where he do wrong. You advise him, you talk to him. Where he did, where you praise him. Did you know more than these people? You don't know more than them. You even see a son, senior advocate Femi Falana, even said Peter Obi should sue him. The only reason why anybody can do about it, that's the reason why Okpebholo is still on that seat. Because he has immunity. Immunity covers him. That the Lord does not permit anybody to sue him, so that he will not disrupt his time to govern as a governor. That's the only thing. Otherwise, he will be in jail.
inciting violence, and you are supporting him. If you support him now, he's going to do more. He can only bring problem to people of Edo State. He will drag us. I be Edo State, I talking. He will only drag us out. People will start saying, okay, these people are like that. No, don't create that fear to people who want to come to Edo State, who want to come and do business, who want to visit Edo State. No, we are not like that. It's only Okpebholo. Unfortunately, we have it as a governor, Peter Oshomole sold it to Nigeria. Oshomole Tinubu and the court of Nigeria. Anyways, please share this video, and please, I'll be your guy now. Run out for me, subscribe so that you get to see a video like this next time. Do you want to miss update from me? Now what for you? I'll be your guy now. Yeah, now subscribe.